So in this lesson we are going to learn the loop constructions in small basic. There are two kind of loops called for loop and while loop. So let us see the syntax. For is a definite loop for I is equal to 1 to 10, for example. Okay, so we can write any number of lines in between for and end for. So here I am writing text window right line I. So this loop, so whatever code written in between this loop will run 10 times because we mentioned I is equal to 1 to 10. So how it runs? First time I value is taken as 1. So I can be any parameter. So any name. It's a variable name. So I value will be taken as 1 and this will get executed. So again it will go up. I value will be taken as 2 because step is by default 1. So whether we give step or not, so next time it will be 2, next time again I value will be 3 and all this will get executed, then again I value will be 4, like that until I value is 10, this code will get executed, which means this is a definite loop, this will get executed 10 times. So let us see. We are only printing the I value so that we can see what it is printing. So it is printing 1 to 10 because I value first time it is 1, next time it takes as 2, 3, like that 10, the next time it will stop. So let's see. Suppose if we are giving step as 2. So this means each time 2 it will get incremented. I value will get incremented with 2. For example, first time I value is 1, this will get executed. The next time I value will be 3 because 2 will get added, and then this will get executed. Again the I value will be 5, 3 plus 2. So like that. So until I value is 9, it gets printed. We are saying 1 to 10, but after 9 the I value will be 11. So this will not get printed, it will come down. So whatever is there here, this will get executed. Nothing is there, so it will exit. So let us see. So it is printing first time 1, second time 3, then 5, then 7, then 9. So next time it will be 11. So the code between for and N4 will not get executed because that condition shows only from I 1 to 10. So this is a definite loop. So we already know how many times this code will get executed because we are giving a step value. So if we don't give step value, by default it will be 1. Whether we give step value or not, we know how many times this will get executed. So here instead of printing I, so let us print something else. So I am printing some temp or some, I am saying rand is equal to math get random number. Here we have to give the maximum value. Suppose I am giving 10. This means what this function does, math is an object. Math has so many functions we discussed earlier. We discussed a couple of things like max, min, round, ceiling, flooring, these kind of things we discussed already, right? So there are so many. I even asked you to practice one by one, but I am discussing again this random number. So why I am discussing random number is because this has a lot of good significance. Because with this get random number we can do a lot of magical things. So we can discuss those things later, but as of now, so let us see what this does. So what this get random number does is each time it generates one random number between 1 and this number. Suppose I am giving 10, so it generates a random number, one random number between 1 and 10. So it can be 1, it can be 10, it can be 3. So anything is not less than 1, it's not greater than 10. So it only generates one random number between 10. but we are doing this, we are executing this within a loop 10 times. So these two lines will get executed 10 times. We already know, because we are for loop is a definite loop, and we are using I is equal to 1 to 10. By default step is 1. So first time I value will be 1 and this will get executed. Second time I value will be 2, this will get executed, like that until I value is 10, this will get executed. That means this will get executed 10 times. But here we are not printing the I value, we are using this loop only to make sure this code gets executed 10 times. So each time this should generate a different random number, right? Because the very meaning of random number means each time it should not generate the same number. It may be duplicate sometimes, but it is not always. So let us run this one. Run. Okay. Yeah. So I did not put the value here. So I have to print the value of rand. So we are taking one random number and storing it in rand and then printing that random number. Execute. So it is printing 10 random numbers, 7, 10, 7, 7, 9, 10, 2, 7, 4, 10. So 10 random numbers it is printing. But there are some duplicate number as well. For example, 10 is there 3 times, 7 is there 4 times, like that. So let us execute once again. Let us execute again. So this time it will not print the same numbers. Now it printed 7 2 times, 10 only 1 time, 4 number 2 5 times, like that. So it prints the different numbers each time. So let us execute again and see. So to this time it printed 5 3 times, 9 3 times, like that. So different numbers it is printing, right? So if you put 5 here, it prints 5 times. This loop will get executed 5 times. So this code will get executed 5 times. So 5 numbers it will get printed. But here we are giving get random number 10. So the number each time gets generated is between 1 and 10, but 5 times. So let us see. So only 5 numbers gets generated, but the numbers are between 1 to 10. Suppose if you want between 1 to 5 only. So let us print here. So this is nothing to do with this 1 to 5. This 1 to 5 is for executing this code 5 times, and this 5 is for printing the random number between 1 to 5. So let us see. So 4 3 1 4 3. Let us run again. 5 4 1 2 3. Each time it will be different. That's what I wanted to show you. 5 1 3 4 4. Again 2 1 4 3 5, like that. So each time the number gets generated is random. Yeah. Now let us guess it. Let us guess the right number. So here we don't know when we can guess the right number, right? Suppose so within 5 times can we guess the right number? Or let us see. Let us say text window, read number. So this is let us put one. Let us read one number and put it in guess, and then this number gets generated, right? So then let us compare. If guess equal to rand, then so I'm saying text window, right line, your guess is correct, and if always should be closed, right? And we can use else also if you want. So let us execute. So we are guessing one number. So let us put some message also, otherwise we'll not we'll get confused. Text window, right line, guess a number. So it will show the message each time guess a number, then it reads a number and put it into guess, and then it generates a number and put it into rand, then it compares these two, the number which we guessed, the number which is generated. So we are comparing whether they are same. If guess is equal to rand, then text window right line, your guess is correct. So it is also printing the random number, so we know whether it is comparing correctly or not. So let us execute it. So the entire thing will run 5 times. So guess a number 3. So it printed 2. So this did not match, so it did not say anything. Similarly, let's type 3, and it generated 4. So again it did not give anything because it did not match. Like that 5 times it will run. 2. So this did not match. 1 did not match. 3. So again did not match. The 5 times is over. So press any key. So now we'll also print else text window right line, your guess is not correct, or we can say incorrect. So if guess is equal to rand, if the number which we guessed here and the number which generated here, if both are same, it says your guess is correct, else it says your guess is not correct. But the entire thing will run 5 times because we mentioned 1 to 5. So let us execute it. Guess a number 3. Yeah, your guess is not correct because it generated 1. 4. Again it generated 1, so your guess is not correct. 5. It generated 4, your guess is not correct. 6. It generated 5, your guess is not correct. So 2 generated 5, your guess is not correct. So done. So here for loop only runs 5 times whether we guessed it correctly or not. So instead of that, we have to run a loop until we guess it correctly. So not 5 times, it may be once, it may be 2 times, it may be 10 times until we guess a right number. But we are printing only the random number within 1 to 5. So mostly we can get it as soon as possible. So instead of for loop, we will write while rand equal to guess. Here while rand not equal to guess, run it, and while if it is correct, it can come out of it. So then this condition is not required here. So what we do it, if guess not equal to rand, then print your guess is incorrect, guess again. So else is not required here. Because the moment guess is correct, so it will come down. It will come down because if guess not equal to rand, then it will print again, it will go up. But if it is rand and guesses are equal, this condition becomes false. Rand not equal to guess becomes false, so it comes down. So then we have to print here at the end, your guess is finally correct. You understood the code? So this condition will run, means the code within this condition will run until guess and random number are not equal. So once it is equal, it will come down and say your guess is finally correct. So but initially rand and guess are not defined, so it doesn't know what is rand or what is guess. So we'll put rand is, let's put some number like 6, and guess is, let us put 1. So both are not equal, so this will run. Rand not equal to guess, this code will run. That means it will write guess a number, it will read a number and put it into guess, it will generate a number, random number, and put it into rand. It will compare both, it also print a random number, it will compare both random number and the number which we guessed. If it is not correct, it says your guess is incorrect, guess again. So again it says guess a number. So like that, again if rand and guess are not equal, it keeps running. So the moment both are equal, this condition will become false, so it will come down and say your guess is finally correct. So let us execute this one. So we have to give a number between 1 and 5 only, because we are generating a random number between 1 and 5. So I am giving 3. Oh, first time itself it is correct, your guess is finally correct. Okay, let us execute again. So I am giving 4. So 3 number got generated, your guess is incorrect, guess again, guess a number. Again I am giving 4, so again your guess is incorrect, guess again. I am giving 6 and 1, incorrect. Oh, it's not 6, right? We should enter only within 1 to 5. So let us enter 4. So again now it is correct. So your guess is finally correct. Press any key to continue, which means the loop got over the moment you give this, you guess it correctly. So you understood about this while condition and for loop. For loop gets executed definite number of times. We know how many times it gets executed, whereas while we do not know how many number of times it will get executed. Depends on the condition. So we learned for loop, we also learned while loop, we also learned the random number. So get random number. This is very interesting thing. With this we can do a lot of things. So end of this lesson today, I'll give one assignment using random numbers. Of course there is no time for this assignment, and only the experienced programmers, whoever has some program experienced, doesn't mean working in the job, but while if you are a graduate or something, if you are studying programming in your graduation, BSc, BTech, MCA and all, you will be able to do it. So you can do that assignment. And those who are learning afresh, you can try the previous one, which is finding a biggest number among 3 numbers. You can try that. It's not an assignment, it's an assignment, but there is no time as such that within next week you have to show or something like that. There is nothing like that. You can practice. If you cannot do it, you can discuss with your friends, you can team up with your friends, and you can practice. For the kids, find a biggest number among 3 numbers. For somewhat experienced, do some other exercise that I will discuss in the towards the end of today's session. Okay guys, let us move on to the next lesson. I'm saving it. So you can save it anywhere. I'm just using your desktop and giving a program 7 as the file name. Thank you. I'm closing it and we'll go into the next session.